we know that's not gonna go well. Like I remember that first year that I was at Camden, I was the middle school coach, the head coach at the time at the high school at Camden. So I talked to JD, and he said, "You want to win state, it's going to cost you 2 or 3 wives." I was like, "Dude, you talk to JD." That's all you had to say. All right, I'm good. He did it right there. I'm comparing myself with him and my wife. Right? Anyway, but anyway, so it does help to have the extra time. And then what I did when I decided, when I took over at Camden, I said, okay, football is king, obviously, okay, in the South and definitely in South Georgia. So I just, I mimicked. What are they doing? What are they allowed to do? Obviously you can't get everything that resource has. You can't squeeze everything, but you can see what they're getting and kind of weasel your way in. Like, okay, they have buses that take them in the morning, so you go, hey, can my wrestlers jump on that bus? Well, I guess they can, that kind of stuff. And it doesn't even have to be a sports team. It can be like we have activity buses. And I know that every situation is going to be different, so you're going to have brainstorm within your own system. But they have activity buses, which is very nice for they leave at 5 o'clock every day, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at our high school. And they're for people that stay after school for tutoring. They're for people that get after-school detention and things like that. So we have preseason practice on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. So the kids, it's only an hour practice, an hour 15, but you don't have to, because they leave, you ain't getting them back, half of them. Once they leave that campus, it's not worth your headache, practically. And they probably don't come anyway. So anyway, I said, man, activity bus use that? I said, hey, that's good. Because the first year I was there, that practice at 6:30, at night, and that's normal. I mean, that's what I think they did at my high school. But I was like, let's just jump on that. They're already here. They got no excuse. They got to ride home. The end. Find some club or whatever that has some advantage and figure out what that is, and try to piggyback on that. That's what we've done.
When do you run your little kids, the younger guys?
I do it. First of all, I've practically given up on kindergarten through 4th grade. It's just they quit. The retention is horrible, and number one, just because they don't really necessarily want to be there usually. Someone bringing them and making them, and number two, they start doing football in 6th grade and they never quit. Basically, because of that, when I do offer it still for that younger group, but we come in, I give a rat's ass if they learn anything about wrestling. We play games, we do spin drills, we'll let them scrap a little bit. I tell the parents, if you want to take them to the youth tournaments, here's their schedule, this is where it's going to be, but you don't have to, don't force the kid into it. Just have them come and practice and get the exercise and the self-defense, etc., or whatever you want to get out of it. So we've been trying to focus more on our 5th through 8th, preferably 7th and 8th. The closer we can get them to high school, the better. Which seems opposite, but just we're also kind of a military town, so a lot of kids will transfer out. So you'll be spending all this time and effort and sometimes resources, money on kids, and then they move, they get transferred, this and that. So and plus they can learn better when they're older. The older they are, And anyway, so what the times that we do youth is I'll do it. I'll give it like a week or 2 after high school season starts, so that way you can get done with your paperwork with high school, get things kind of started with high school, all that stuff. And then we'll go Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'll start practice like 20 minutes after the high school practice. And I run the youth practices I have all the way up to about a year ago, and then a year ago I have a young guy in the community, and I just try to slide him some money, here and there to give me a break so I can, after practice, I'm just getting old and tired, and anyway, so that's the way we do it, and we just, at the end of the season, which, like for us, it accumulates at the Island Florida Championship, then I say, hey, I tell them, this is our off-season high school schedule. If you want your kid to come, if you want your kid to do off-season, follow our schedule, and you can just come in. I'm not going to promise you I'm going to coach him. If he's good enough or advanced enough that he can be off to the side and work with us, fine. If not, we have 2 rooms. Again, another advantage that you might not